Alright, hey everybody, Jeff here. Welcome. Thank you for watching. Got a couple new things that came in the past day or so. And I had mentioned the other day, one of the other VC members had posted a copy of this one album. And I thought, yeah, I was going to plan on doing a spotlight on that band. So I figured I would add that in here because they've only got a few albums. It's not going to be a long one. But anyway, first things first. This just came in yesterday, the new AceFrehley album. Let's see, get the glare out of here. Anyway, huge Kiss fan. That was the first real rock band that I ever got into, and I've always enjoyed Ace. So this came out, had to get it, of course. Pre-ordered it, got it on silver vinyl. There's a couple versions out there. There's a violet vinyl that I guess I kind of wish I would have gotten. I like violet better than silver, but anyway, this is limited edition silver. Came with the download card. The violet vinyl supposedly came with the CD. Would have been a kind of nice bonus. But fresh in the mail, the two Helix releases, the Christmas one and then the Bastards of the Blues. I've been listening to this one since it came out a couple years ago, but I wanted to finally get it on vinyl, and then I was able to grab it when Scott and them were talking. This is put out by Scott Waters' label. They had some on Amazon for a few bucks less to kind of get things going on Amazon. So I made the jump and grabbed that, as well as the Christmas vinyl. They're still in the shrink wrap, but the albums are out of there. But just kind of protect the covers. And I got that on the green vinyl. And it comes with the cool insert with the images and stuff, which is really nice. Alright, so this next band that I wanted to kind of do a spotlight on. I discovered them in '84. They were in the independent / import section. And I kept looking at them and thinking these guys look kind of wild. But this is the kind of stuff you see overseas. A lot of the bands had a different look than even they had gone for in America. So I picked up their first album and absolutely fell in love with it. The band we're talking about is Rothschild and their classic album Stack Attack, and I got it on the green. You see it says glam green vinyl. It's got all kinds of stuff on here, including some risque type pictures. I fell in love with this back in the day and played it to death. Not the greatest production. I'd love to see this album get remixed with bring up the guitars. They really sound thin and a little too compressed. It would be really cool if they could beef them up. But these guys are a self-acknowledged glam band. Glam metal is what they call them, and so they got the crazy look and the spikes. And boy, you watch their video on YouTube, you see the spikes are look like Slayer type spikes. This was the first album I got by them. Turns out that there was, I guess it was more of a demo, but it was, they have a demo, and this is not the demo. This is I guess the second demo, but Stack Heel Strut. And then this is a vinyl, and this came out in '83, and it's on red vinyl, which is really cool, I think, for '83. And, it's kind of like their intro album, 4-song EP. So this was never, this stuff was never released on CD, but then I found, this is before I started vinyl, I found where the, somebody put out a CD of this album, which is called Trash Queens, which has the 4 songs from that, plus some other songs. So this is kind of like 2 EPs on one. And then somebody turned around and put them on a CD. So I have a CD, but it's more of a bootleg. And then this is the actual vinyl. So it's got the songs from that first red one, and then some other ones that were released a little later. Also, I have the picture disc of Stack Attack. Slightly different cover, and now I'll take it up. Picture of the band on the back. And again, I was just buying anything that I could Rothschild, so I'm not usually a big picture disc fan, but and then I have a 7-inch picture disc that they did. 2 songs, some of the earlier stuff. Twisted a Knife, Do You Want My Love? Anyway, again, I bought this and that other picture disc years ago before I even had another turntable to play them on, because I was just wanting to buy collectibles from the band. Anyway, their second full-length album was Rothschild, The Biz Sucks. They kind of went with Rothschild UK, you can see on there, because there was an American band called Rothschild that popped up shortly after this. I think they eventually changed their name to Rothschild USA. So this one, they're still known as Rothschild, but you can see the little UK on there. Anyway, The Biz Sucks, but we don't care. Picture the band again. They still got the crazy hair, but not quite as crazy as that first album looked. A lot of the same style. That's on black vinyl. They have a really fun anthem-y type sound, you know, guitars and stuff. You know, they're kind of metallic sounding, not by today's standards, but you know, back then this was you know, earlier than Poison, so this was about, you know, what Poison ends up doing. It's about the same style. This is a single, Nuclear Rocket. I picked this up not too long ago. It's on purple or violet, and it's basically 2 songs plus some live tracks that for some reason will not come out of my case here. So yeah, it's got some live tracks on here. Nuclear Rocket, Trash Queen, Pretty Vacant. Okay, it's 1 song plus 2 live tracks. Alright, and the last one is Delirium. Got a little nudity on the cover there. So this was their final album of this lineup. I have all of these on CD, but this finally, I think I just recently got this, so this finally completes the vinyl edition. It's got the lyrics and stuff in there. So the band is just, you know, they're fun, kind of quirky, but yet they've got a nice sound. I just kind of like them. So Trash Queen still, I mean, Stack Attack has a song, Trash Queen. Still probably my favorite by them. It's the one that I play the most. And like I say, the production got better on Future on the further albums. So I really like to see somebody go back with Stack Attack and remix it, and you know, just beef it up a little, get the thinness out of there, the tinniness out of there, and you make it less tinny and make it a little more powerful. Would be really cool, but it is what it is, and it's great, and I really like it and still play it a lot today. They did release a new album. The band has gotten back together. They released an album in 2011, but it is a different singer, so it's a different sound, and I don't like it quite as much as any of these with the original singer. The original singer went on to form a band, and it sounds about what you would think a modern day Rothschild would sound like with his vocals, and that I do enjoy. So I guess I just like his vocals more, but the band as a whole, all these are the ones that I really enjoy. So if you haven't heard of Rothschild, check them out. They don't have a lot online. They released a Live from London DVD a couple years ago, which is, there may be some clips of that on YouTube. There is an old black and whitish looking video, their early days. You know, it's fun, but it's kind of cheesy, but that's out there. And I don't think there's a whole lot more of that unless there's some kind of, you know, the bootleg stuff or some stuff of them interviews and stuff. Anyway, if you haven't heard of them and you're into that kind of stuff, kind of the glam metal sound of the day, check them out, because I really enjoy them. And like I said, someone else in the VC also was showing them, so it's nice to see them get some love. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks a lot for watching. Rock on.